Laura, coming back to WCHA play here, what's the focus for the team? Is it that fourth spot, that last home ice spot, or because of the youth, are you still kind of preaching the just take care of your own business and working on the development of these young players?
I think a little bit of both. I mean, right now we just, the next game is the biggest game. That's kind of how it is the rest of the season. But at the same time, we understand they're 3 points ahead of us right now for that last home ice spot. And we know in the long term that that's where we need to be, is hosting in the playoffs. So that's kind of in the back of our minds. But right now, just focusing on having as good of a game on Friday night as we can. We don't feel like we've really put a great game together against Bemidji yet, so looking forward to doing that this weekend.
What is it you feel that's kept this team from putting together that the game you're looking for against Bemidji, a team that this may not be the last time you see them with you two sitting in the standings?
Kidding. Yeah, it's a good question. I don't know. I think, going there and playing, that's always really tough. Our freshmen found that out when we went there in October. It's just a tough place to play. And then playing them in Cambridge, we just, kind of the same thing. Both teams were on neutral ice and kind of finding our way a little bit. So far, really all 3 games have kind of been a chess match, back and forth strategy-wise. So we'll see if that continues, but we feel good about hosting them now.
We talked to you a little bit about her last week, Jess Convery. Where have you seen her make the biggest strides since coming to UMD and working with you and Maura?
I think, just her confidence has grown over the course of the season. She came in with a lot of experience, and that's been a positive from the beginning. But as she's kind of gotten used to our league and the shooters in our league and the strength of the players that we play, I think her confidence has grown and should continue to in the second half.
What of her skill set really stands out the most to you?
I think her patience. She's not the type of goalie who's gonna come out and attack the puck all the time, and sometimes I think maybe that gets the best of her, and she knows that. She's worked on that a little bit, but it's also a big strength in her game. She kind of lets things come to her, lets pucks come to her. She stopped a couple breakaways last weekend because she's just really patient and has done really well in breakaways and shootouts, and I think that's a big strength for her.
Catherine and Hannah, where are you seeing the development of those two?
I think they come to practice every day and work really hard to push Jess. We were excited that they both got an opportunity this weekend. They all kind of have different styles, but right now they're doing a great job of pushing her. And if they get their opportunity, we know they'll be ready.
Any thought to trying to give Catherine some more time in goal, or is this Jess's net right now? Is she just kind of taking control of it?
I think we want a good, healthy competition, so that's always going to be, I guess, the answer. We want Jess to always be pushed, and I think Catherine's doing a good job of that. Right now, Jess has shown that she deserves to be in there, so she'll get the looks.
One of your old goalies, I think we talked a little bit about her last week, but with Maddie getting closer to that Olympics, what was the progression, I guess, from year 1 to year 2 with you, where it became more of a reality maybe for her to be on this team?
For Maddie?
Yeah,
I think she just grew a lot in her first season, just getting used to the league and the speed. I think, just thinking the game a little bit differently, how to anticipate plays. She's always relied on her athleticism and got a little more technical, I think sharper, played the puck a lot better, which I know at the Olympic tryout was a big deal, the way she played the puck. But I think just getting more time and more consistent time, and really the way she practiced last year and battled and had players like Stalder and Brickelick at her every day, I think that's what kind of progressed her game and got her to the spot that she's in now.
Does her demeanor, like her body language on the ice, does that add to anything as a coach, just the calmness that she portrays back there?
Yeah, I mean, her composure is second to none, I think, especially with how young she is. She, ahead of them adding Kayla Barnes to the roster, was the youngest player on the team, so is still one of the youngest, but she just is so composed, and it stands out. That's always how she's been here. I think in her second year, it was just getting more time under her belt and her kind of proving to herself that she can play night in and night out in this league, and that's where her progress kind of came in.
Obviously, it's special to have Sid there too, but for you to have a goalie from this program go to the national team, is that maybe a little bit more special for you?
Yeah, I think, we're all really proud of Maddie and what she did. I mean, ultimately, those players get themselves there. I mean, they have great resources and great coaches throughout their lives and role models, but they did the work to get there, and I think they should be the most proud. We're really proud of them, but Maddie, she put the work in, and she, like we talked about, got better a lot better in her second year, and so we're really happy for her.
This year's group, in the first half, we talked to Maura a lot maybe about accepting some moral victories, which she doesn't like to talk about, but understand that it was a process. Now in the second half, is this a group that needs to no longer just look for a moral victory and needs to win some of those closer games?
Yeah, I think no more moral victories maybe. I don't know, she might say something a little different next week, but I think she'll be on that page where they don't really exist anymore, where we just kind of have to get the job done, and that's it. Especially right now, being in 5th place and 3 points out from Bemidji starts there, and as we move through the second half, we really have to continue to take points and can't lose them here and there. We gotta get as many of those as we can, especially at home.